Get me.
I posted a terrible, not terrible, but just one of the laziest gay covered things yesterday, where I posted a picture. Well, first of all, what I did was, instead of actually tweeting it out myself, I took a screenshot of, like, as if somebody else tweeted it out.
Oh my
because
God.
Because this is how lazy it looked. It was just a picture of Kiss, and it just says, "I want to fuck my bros all night because I'm very gay."
That is insane.
I like the very gay.
Somebody pointed out, like, just by reading it, they're like, "I think it's missing a syllable." I'm like, no, you gotta stretch the very out, dude. You gotta stretch
I'm
the very out.
gay. Wanna fuck my bros real hard
No, you
and
can
blow
keep
cum
all
in
night.
their face.
There you go.
There you go.
Good
But that's
job.
actually too much effort, though. That's what
Yeah.
we're talking about. It's like
Damn,
you
dude.
spent too much brain power on that.
You've spent. You can't get that brain power back. You know that, right?
There's
a limited amount, and you use too much.
Oh man, how's everybody doing? How are you guys doing?
Man.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Huh? How you guys doing? Huh?
Are you Jewish now? What the hell was happening?
Yo, can I say something?
What the hell's happening?
Paul Rubens?
Paul is no. Paul Rubens is dead. Thank God. But our friend Paul.
Thank God.
Look, man,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go as far to say, "Thank God, he's
I don't
dead."
Yes, you and your friend Paul McCartney. I get it. Go ahead.
Yeah, me and my friend. Me and my friend Paul. Paul's Jewish, by the
Joseph
way. So
Watson.
this makes this okay. But we cycle into that voice constantly, to the point where it's like it's actually like a problem, and we have to stop ourselves from doing it in public places, because we'll be at like a I don't know, like Doghouse, it's like a restaurant out here. It's like, and we'll be reading the menu. It's like, oh, they've got a. It's like, oh, they've got a bison burger. Oh. And there's something about that accent that's just like really fun to do, but I'm very aware that it's technically racist.
There's something about making fun of Jewish people, that's just so fun. As a black man, I don't do it because it's like that. There's real hatred in that area. There's real in those bounds. There's something real that can happen. So I don't do it.
I have to say, man, I'm kind of sad that. I understand people go overboard, right? But at the same time, like I'm kind of sad that we can't, in good faith, do accents anymore. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's even funnier now because of that. I think it's even funnier. Like I listen. Look, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but there is a 3-hour compilation of just racist trope voices. A Cumtown podcast. It's a 3-hour compilation. Some dude on the spectrum put this together. Swept through all of the episodes, and it's 3 hours long. And I got to tell you, I listened to it over like a few days, and it was the funniest I've laughed in quite a while, because it's so insensitive.
It's just
so insensitive.
It just is objectively fun to talk in different accents. Like it just is. It's not even necessarily like, oh, what a dumb accent. It's just like, it's fun to talk differently. And so it's kind of, I don't know, man. There are certain accents that you still can do, thank God. Like Italian is up there, where it's like you could still talk in like an Italian accent and nobody considers it racist, really.
You can do fascist accents. You can do fascist accents. That's actually totally fine.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is this, right?
Yeah, no, you can.
I think accents are funny because obviously as a kid I did a lot of accents to make fun of people because I was a bad kid. But I just don't anymore.
Pull that sucker like a fist from your face. Pull that sucker up. Pull it
closer.
Yeah,
perfect.
There you go.
So I choose not to be a jerk and do it now. But I did so many Asian accents growing up. I made fun of Asian kids so much because they made fun of me being black. So out of we're friends, me and my friends make fun of each other. But then I got older and I was just like, I do this too much. There's no Asians around anymore. I'm not surrounded by them anymore. I have to stop. I'll just look racist. So I stop now, and there's something missing. I feel like something every day. I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, bro, it ain't the same no more. And I go on about my day.
Look, man, I love it. I love it. It doesn't matter what it is. Like I was just talking about that Cum Town thing, and there's just a segment where they're doing Nigerian Shark Tank. And the ideas that they come up with are so fucking funny. Most of them have to do with wearing sandals. How about stretch limousine sandals? It's just the stupidest fucking things. It is
that accent's
funny.
Awesome too. That's a fun. That's
the
a
Nigerian
great
accent sounds adorable. They sound like these little silly friends.
It sounds silly and wise at the same time. I can't explain it.
Yeah, that's a perfect combo.
Something about it where it's like you
Hey,
will
welcome
die
to I've
tomorrow. I will kill you in your sleep. And it's like, holy shit, I believe you. But why? Like, I believe you, and I'm like, I feel comforted by that because you're saying it in this way. Somehow you be like, I will kill your family and make sure you have nowhere to go. It's like, yeah, thank you, man.
Thanks for that.
Walks up, shanks you, but then he comforts you as he's shanking you. Like,
you are going to bleed profusely.
It will be over soon.
It will be over soon.
Your blood will spill, and mine will rise. Not
mine will rise. That's crazy. Anyway,
you will not be accepted to the kingdom of heaven.
What happened this week?
What happened this week? What happened this week?
So there was a mass shooting, but like, whatever, you know.
Not whatever. That's the problem. That is the problem.
What do you mean?
The problem, man.
We gotta stop whatevering. That's the huge problem.
Okay, hold on. Hear me out.
Can I spit some real shit?
All right,
no, I don't want to hear anything real.
That's it. So I was at one of my cousin Lily's cousin's birthday party. Right?
Better be fun.
They're born on Halloween Day, and there was a young kid there. Right? There was a young kid who was actually a young like poli-sci major. Right? Who knew about all three of us.
What?
Why? He was young and he was going down the silly pipeline of being a dumb kid, but then he got pulled out of it. Yeah. He was young. He's a young one. He's like. So wait,
18. So he knew about all three of us, and this is a friend of your cousin's, or like what's going on? Who is this? I wasn't.
He was just Mike. I'm pretty sure Lily's cousin has a crush on him. She invited him over, but then we started just having like a chat about stuff. So I ended up stealing that little girl's planned date away from her. Poor kid. She was so upset. Probably she was just like, "Oh fuck, man! I wanted to kiss this dude. Now he's talking to my fucking cousin about politics. I hate this motherfucker." But,
yeah, you fucked up,
he was just a kid with like a lot of there's a very good head on the shoulders for someone so young, you know, like a very good head on the shoulder, very intelligent young person. And he said something that made me really sad, right?
What did he say?
He said that millennials suck because we kind of just gave up on trying to make the world a better place. Yeah, and that is the realest shit ever. That is the realest shit ever. I was like, oh damn.
Here's the thing.
It sucks. It's true.
It is totally true, but here's the only thing I have to say to push back against that. Look, man, when you're generations removed, it's one of those things when you come to the realization that fucking boomers started this, Gen X did nothing, and then now here it is, we're just served a plate of shit. You can't expect people to be fucking energized to be like, we need a fucking right. Apathy, absolutely. That is the first thing. You get bummed out first. Right? You first get bummed out. And then you're like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't expect the generation to be like, once they realize everything's fucked up to be, you know, put themselves up and immediately do something.
I mean, it's more what you would hope would be they would do something, but the reality is that people
let's just be real about it. Let's just be real. Like it's just, with anything, man. You find out like when you find out like how fucking slaughterhouses work, for example. You know, you've been enjoying food and shit, and then you just see fucking like you know brown people just punching the shit out of animals.
That shit never bothered me, bro.
That's how they put them down.
But I'm also from the Caribbean. I'm in the Caribbean and I've seen it happen firsthand. I've seen my uncle be like, you want pork?
They punch cows to death? You've seen that? You've seen them punch the cows to death?
I've seen my uncle be like, you want pork? I'll be like, yeah, I would like some pork.
And then they kick the pig in the face until it finally dies?
Some guy cold-hearted, walks over to the cow knife throat. Cow makes noise, falls down, drag it in the back, and I'm like, damn.
That's the humane thing.
These are real niggas.
All the Tyson farms, whatever. I don't even know what what beef farms are called. I just know the Tyson's the biggest chicken farm. They stomped their heads because they started saving. They wanted to save. They wanted to save tools. Like tools are too expensive, so now they just stomp the chickens' heads.
You know, okay, that's
they just send a handful of people and they put on those rubber rain boots and they just start dancing. They just start fucking dancing.
Could you
on the
imagine
chickens.
people having to stomp cow heads?
Yeah.
To kill cow, you know how strong a cow's head is. And dude, what's crazy is the cow's not even getting hurt. The people are getting tired before the cow even gets sort of hurt.
Incredible. No. See, they have enough people to get it done. Like they hire. So they go to Home Depot. They go to Home Depot. They don't go to Home Depot.
No. They go to the clog dancing conventions because they need people that got good stomps on them. Home Depot.
See, the problem is that costs too much money. They're gonna get some day laborers, and they're gonna give them those Dutch clogs, or they're gonna give them those samurai fucking things. You know, those like samurai
the sandals.
They're gonna give those big ass things. And he just starts stomping on the fucking cows.
Stomping on cow
until
heads.
like maybe the end of the 8-hour shift, the cow's finally dead. So they stomp them. It takes a full shift to actually kill one row of cows, and that's a lot of demand.
Insane.
It's a lot of demand,
insane.
Man.
These cows' heads are so durable, and some guys like, dude, the sounds they make in there are fucking horrific, man. Just let us shoot them. Nah, we don't got the equipment.
Yeah, we need a budget. People,
take your $6 from stomping this cow's head in and go the fuck home.
$6.
Take this $6 cash. Catch a bus for 3 months. This is 3 months bus fare, and go home.
I was just thinking about something like fucked up. So I passed by a Home Depot, and then the day laborers are out there. And one of the sign, the guy said he was working for a plane ticket, and then I was just thinking of something like, how funny would it be to tell him like, hey man, yeah, I'll get you a flight. I'll get you a flight. Just need to do some work. He does some work, and then you just
send him somewhere wrong.
No, you pull up. I mean that is the natural thing, but no, you pull up with a model airplane. You pull up your. You tell him to hop in.
You disgust me.
You walk up to him with a fucking paper airplane, and you go. Look, I got a plane. And then you fucking throw it in his stomach and run away. That is crazy.
That's so fucking.
That's so evil.
Then entra la aeroplana.
I do love the idea of sending somebody to a completely wrong place.
I love that idea because I want to. This is what I want to do. I want to get Lily deported one day, right? I want to get Lily deported.
That'd be sick.
And I want to send Lily's fucking American ass to fucking Mexico and just watch her struggle. Just watch her struggle to get back. And she just gets back. She's like, "Fuck you." I hate that place now.
Which part are we sending her?
I would send her to the jungle. I would send her to the fucking jungle where there's like velociraptors and shit. There's like creatures that shouldn't exist.
Velociraptors,
fucking Mexican dinosaurs.
Dude, there's just inexplicably there are velociraptors, but only in Mexico.
Only in Mexico.
It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's like, no, they're absolutely there. They're there. This is not a joke, right? We don't talk about it on the news because people will get scared and come looking for them, but then they'll die because there's too many of them there.
Some of them got really crafty and survived the asteroid. And then
these are smart ones. These are smart velociraptors. They have guns too.
They have So here's the thing. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna tranquilize them, and then since they're Mexican, we're gonna put mustache and sombreros on them. When they wake up, they're just gonna they're not gonna know what's up. They're gonna see that there's something hanging from their noses, and they're like,
the idea of doing that, and trying to integrate them into society, like you drop off a bunch of Mexican dressed velociraptors at Home Depot, and you expect, in your mind, you really expect nothing horrible is gonna happen. But only terrible shit because they're still dinosaurs. They're going to kill and harm people. But your mind, what? I thought they were Mexican. I thought they worked hard. They don't usually do this. They don't even-
I like the idea of trying to put them in clothes. Trying to give them like regular
I thought what is it called? What did they do to Native Americans? What did they do? I thought it was gonna. What is it called?
There's a lot to unpack with that sentence.
Yeah, for sure, dude. My blood, my heart started feeling weird when I said that.
Yeah.
What is it called? When they tried to whiteify them?
What?
They tried to
Whiteify them?
whiteify, just, I guess gentrify is sort of.
I mean,
word for it.
gentrify. I know that's technically for like places,
though,
but
yeah.
I guess it's the same thing. I guess
They tried to give them humanity. I guess air quotes.
give them
And
humanity.
it works for Native Americans. Why isn't it working for these dinosaurs? It's like they're dinosaurs. Yeah, but they're from Mexico. They're still
Barely even
people,
human.
dude.
Barely even human.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Barely
Welcome to the
even
Snark Tank.
human.
Welcome
Fucking
to
savages.
the Snark Tank podcast today. Anyway, we were talking about a mass shooting that happened that didn't matter.
It did. It does, dude.
Did I have bread in here? I don't know why these are
you know,
in here.
You know what's crazy? I used to use those as guitar picks when I had no guitar picks. The plastic bread ties.
Yeah. I don't know. I have not eaten bread in a long time. I don't know why. What else uses this?
They're
And there's
not
two
just
of
for
them in
bread.
here.
I've seen them on other things, and I remember that kind of blew my mind. But I don't remember what else they're on.
I'm trying to
I
think
have
of like
never
what else could
seen
it
those
be?
on anything but bread. I have never in my life once seen those on
I
anything
remember
but bread.
specifically seeing them on something other than bread, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Was it a hot
That's
dog
weird.
buns? Those are bread.
No, it wasn't bread. It wasn't different bread. It was like an item. It was like a pack of push pins or something, or like something weird, something bizarre that I didn't really understand why it would have a bread fucking.
You go to buy a bag of push pops, and they're on the bag of push pops. And you're like, why is this on
Push box.
all these push pops? What's going
I know.
on?
I'm not
But
going to
so-
figure it out because I can't think of anything of.
But so here's my theory about the
about the
how
Velociraptors?
we can curb a lot of this stuff, right?
What do we got?
Is you say it's bad I didn't even know about it, or that like I'm a little bit apathetic about it, right?
Right.
But I think,
little bit.
but think about the reason that people do this, right? Is because they think it's like, oh man, it's like an aspirational thing for them for whatever reason. They're like, oh man, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill a bunch of people, and then I'm gonna be on the fucking news or whatever. So many of these people do that,
Right.
and it's like, what if we just didn't give a shit? Then they would have no reason to do it.
No, they're just up there. Just up their game.
No, I don't
That
think
is upping their game would require work ethic, which they clearly don't have if they're taking this easy route of just I'm just gonna kill a bunch of people and die. That's a lazy person. Really,
I don't know, man. What happened is that we ignored all these problems in our society so much, and they keep getting worse. I think
we have to
ignore
gaslight
this one,
people into thinking. I think we need to gaslight people into thinking this didn't even happen at all.
that's so
Yeah.
fucking horrible.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people that died just don't matter. Like, what do you mean? No one died.
I'm not
You
saying they don't
parade that
matter. I'm just
person's
saying
body
it's like, that'd be so fucked.
Joel didn't die. I mean, the Swiss cheese Joel.
That's crazy.
paraded,
That's so insane.
puppeteering through the school.
The idea of going up to a family, like a family, like they're like, my son, we tragically lost our son in the shooting. It's like, you didn't have a son. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know what you're
talking
talking about.
That's horrid.
Is there
That's
is there a more
horrid.
honestly for real? Is there a more insidious thing that you could do?
Oh yes, definitely, but not many more.
Not many.
that-
Yeah,
yeah.
that's in like the
Not many more. Like
That's in, like,
there's
the
some
final-
fuck things you can do.
It's pretty top tier.
That's the final tier of bad things.
Yeah.
easily. Yeah. All right, let's I don't know. Let's move on to some questions. since nothing
Yeah, let's
happened.
dive. We probably got a lot of
Nothing
them that we
happened
didn't
at
get
all.
to.
Since nothing
No,
happened
yeah.
at all.
Nothing's happened. What's
go
something
and
has
do
to
that.
happen?
I don't give a fuck. Let's do some questions. Let's
Let's do some questions, man. I think Vince McMahon
out.
died. I think.
Finally.
Or I
Really?
don't know if he died, but
he didn't die.
I've
He
just
just-
seen
he
his
just-
I've seen his picture around on
I saw his
Twitter a lot
meme lately where it's like,
Yeah.
explain Fortnite 2018. He's just like,
Yeah,
just cuts
I don't
it. Yeah, he's a bad guy. Though. He's not a great guy.
He's not
Yeah,
cool. He's definitely assaulted a lot of women too. Allegedly,
great
I guess.
guy.
know. Really? Allegedly? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of stuff that he's done on the show, I'm like,
we've
just imagine what
seen.
the fuck he does off camera.
That we've seen him do some
He's done
naughtiness, bro.
some wild shit.
Some
Especially
naughty-
with his wife, like his wife was like comatose and like she was like a vegetable in one thing. She's in a wheelchair and he's like making out with the hottest fucking wrestler at the time in front of her and shit, just doing all this psycho shit. And I'm like, okay, so he's
Vince McMahon is the type of guy that Vince McMahon is the type of person that I feel like I could see him dragging a deer into the sewer and then coming on it and then leaving. Like it's like
Vince McMahon was in like
the only
in
way
his
I
like
get
late
off.
50s. He was in crazy good shape, bro. It was insane.
It's the only way I get off. I can only come if I drag a deer into the sewer and cake it with cum.
He's
That's
gotta
the only way.
He's gotta kill it, drag it into the sewer from a place far away too. Like it's not near the sewer. He's gotta drag it into this particular manhole. And then he can come on it all he wants.
Makes sense, man.
True
Makes
story.
sense.
True story about Vince McMahon. That's real.
That is true.
Yeah, 100%.
That is
No
gross.
fabrications.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on
What
to
do we
some
got?
questions.
What do we got?
My slightly lower hanging left nut wrote in.
Okay.
He says,
Nice.
new patron
Me too.
here. Welcome aboard. We're getting a lot of new patrons, by the way, over at
Thank
patreon.com/snarktank. So pop on over there if you want to join this rising ship, because we're going to be on TV really soon. We're going to be, I think, all of us collectively running for president next year. So all of your support helps.
Yeah,
we're going to be going as we're going to all be in like one trench coat.
Yeah,
And like standing on top of each other, and every debate, a different person is going to be at the top. So it's just you'll never quite know who it's going to be.
Hey, yo,
The idea of us all
how tall would we
I'm already
be?
pretty tall. I'm already.
You're
pretty,
6'3", 6'4".
I'm
What are you?
6'3".
6'3". And then so basically we're gonna have at least probably about 12
We'll
foot.
be like 13,
probably about 12
14
foot.
feet tall.
We're gonna be yeah.
Just lumbering over people.
Because I'm 5'4", you're 5'6", I think, right? Derek?
6, and then so we already got 11 just by default with our
Well, no, we're not
tens
gonna
and,
have. No, we're not gonna be standing on each other. Everybody's gonna be standing straight up on the other person's shoulders, or you're gonna be sitting
Yeah.
on. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Standing. We're gonna be standing straight forward, and then there's sometimes where Kingston's gonna be at the top, and then we're just gonna have to figure that out logistically.
yeah, we'll see how that works. You'll be at the bottom.
The idea, and you guys gonna have to have the what you call it, the like long like grabbers, but they're gonna be our hands. So it's gonna go all the way down with long grabbers. They're gonna pick things up with the mechanism, so it's gonna close around stuff.
What I'm imagining is we're all in this trench coat, right? But like each of us have sleeves. So like it's almost like a centipede type situation where like there's like arms for the top and then arms for the middle and then arms.
It's like, wow,
for the bottom.
The president has 6. The presidential candidate has 6 arms.
You know what's crazy? The idea of we're gonna do that and we walk in and there's a person that looks like that already there. And we're like, why is this? Someone stole the idea. And then all of a sudden they fall down to all of their hands and knees and they can move really fast. They have a bunch of extra limbs and there's a big millipede person like skittering around the room. We're like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
We could do it. I think if we really put our minds to it.
I thought that was 3 people, not one really long, multiple armed person.
If we really put our minds to it, I
try.
think if we really put our minds to it, I think we can easily take the debates. You know, like we'll just combine all of our names into one completely ridiculous sounding name, so we can sign papers as one person, and then they can't argue that we're not the same person.
Nick.
You know what we have to do though? You have to. The thing about this is gonna hurt me to say. I think we would do really good in the debates, but we'd have to give up what we stand for right before the debate.
No, I don't think so. Actually, I don't think so.
Like in the middle of it, we got to be like, I got to win. I'm sorry. Go out there, I disagree. Call the person we're playing against the N-word off the rip.
See, I think that's like I think you can have Bernie Sanders talking points, but then also just be like, I'm from Brooklyn, nigga. You know, like if he would have done that, he would have won. If Bernie Sanders would have dropped the N-word once, he would have won.
I don't think he's Jewish. I don't think people would have liked that.
Listen, nigga, listen, bro, listen, and then everyone's like, what? Wait, what did you just say?
That idea is awesome.
Don't fuck with me.
I think if he would have said some hood shit, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Like, he would have said some hood shit, but if he said nigga, I think that would have been a huge problem.
See, it would be a huge problem for people that were going to vote for him regardless. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like they're gonna be
that
mad.
whole
Like say but they're still gonna vote for him. Says they look at the people. There's the edgy people that he needs to grab. He needs to grab the edgy people, right? The stragglers, the not voting, the libertarians, and all that
left
shit.
Or the right already got them, bro. They already got stolen by the right, man.
No, see, look, they got. So Trump grabbed them because he was being all vulgar and shit. Now imagine if Bernie Sanders just starts dropping the N-bomb, dude, and then he's just like he doesn't give a fuck, and he's like, I was browsing 4chan, and I saw this nigga over here, and like be like, whoa, what? He knows 4chan, and then they would vote for him immediately.
He knows 4chan. Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's exactly what it would absolutely. I lament the fact that Bernie Sanders never just called Trump a retard straight up.
He should have.
Like I really feel like I'm not even remotely kidding when I say this. I'm being sincere. I really feel like if Bernie Sanders had the courage and opportunity to say retard in regards to Trump, I think he would have won in a way that's shocking. Like I really do think that would have been all it would have taken.
Yeah. Do you remember when he lost a lot of people, unfortunately, when he said, I know what he was trying to say, but he just fucked up because he said, white people don't know what it's like to be poor. And it's like, what?
It's an objectively insane,
objectively
insane thing to say. But
I know he's speaking about
the race.
Upper, he fucked
race.
up.
He's not
totally said
speaking
that so
about
wrong.
like white individuals. But the problem with this world is that
what he should have said was, white people don't know what it's like to be niggas. And then everybody would have like been like, damn,
absolutely. He would have been a Christ-like figure, if you will.
I really don't think that would have turned out as well as you guys think.
I think that would have been amazing.
I think you guys think it would have turned out well. Then it would have just been the complete destruction of the fundamentally good left. And
no.
Been it.
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't think so. I think the good left is incredibly performative. I think like a lot of that shit is like, oh man, we don't want to say
no.
We don't want to say we don't want like no. I'm talking about like what's Bernie Sanders is the good left. So by definite, like if he just said retarded, that wouldn't matter because his politics are just correct. You know what I mean? Like it's just like he's got like the right positions on certain things. So like I could give a shit. It reminds me of like people who they're like, oh man, yeah, I would never, body shaming's bad and or like all this stuff. Or like, hey, that joke is racist, even though it's like a black comedian saying it or whatever. It's like that joke is racist, and then meanwhile they like work at like a real estate agency, and they would never sign a black family because it's like, well, it's just too much of a risk. Like those are like real people,
Yeah.
Those are like the fakest fucking people in the world. But
like participate in like full blown systemic racism. But
like actual like genuine racism. But they don't say bad words. So they can't say
they can't say the N-word.
You know what it reminded
like
me of? It reminded me of Alec Baldwin, right? When he said I think he said the F slur or whatever. But he he got in trouble for it. But like he also like even before that, like it wasn't even like a response to like him saying the F slur and then he was like, oh, I'm gonna go raise money for LGBT charities or whatever. He did that like a ton of times before, and so everybody was like, man, that guy's such an asshole. It's like, no,
yeah, but
not really. He's an asshole for shooting someone. But like when he shot somebody,
he didn't do it on purpose either.
That
was funny. That was a wild experience, bro. He was like,
dude,
damn.
you have to. There are certain things like, look, there are certain words that I'm like, look, that's obviously
Trump.
like, there's really no excuse. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you cannot
You're
tell
fucking
me.
retarded,
Like I don't.
Trump.
When somebody tells me, when somebody who's my age tells me like, oh yeah, I've never said the F slur or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't believe them. I don't believe them at all. That's an insane. That's not fucking true. You know,
some
that's not
people
fucking
just
true.
haven't
Because
said
I
it.
know
Like,
that, because I know that you play video games. I know that you've said it.
No.
If you play Call of Duty, you've said it. I'm sorry.
There's people. Yes, the gaming community. No gamer has not said that word. That's not the truth.
And you know what's crazy
They're
too about that
lying.
word? It's like that word. That word when I was in high school didn't even really mean that either. Like when we said that shit to each other, it did not mean gay at all.
It means bitch. It just meant bitch. That's all it did.
You're a pussy.
It was just a
bitch.
word. It was honestly, I think it was just a
You're
word.
a
There's something about the F and the two G's that like just make it like a fun word to say when you're
Double G
like,
words are
13.
good.
When you're 13,
Double G
Sounds
words
good,
hit.
man. And the Brits don't care, man, because it's just food to them. Like you can buy, like say, look, I'm gonna say this in the British context, and YouTube should understand this, but I'd blurp it out anyway because they're not gonna understand this. Algorithms suck dick. But like, yeah, it's like, hey, you want to go get some faggots, and that's real. It's a real fucking meal. It is a real meal.
The thing about it,
I don't understand your guys'
true, but
obsession with that
we're not
shit.
in Britain land. You know, our teeth are straight.
They don't know that.
We
No, but here's the
we
thing.
don't gotta worry. We don't gotta worry about shit like that. Okay,
it's
different.
That is really
right?
no, but that's kind of like the ultimate.
No, but it matters though. You know, like Negro. If you go around calling black people Negroes, and like in Spanish, it just means black people. It's like, no, we're in America. The words mean
Kingston,
different things.
The difference is in that is that we can have this conversation on the podcast where I can tell you, I can say the word Negro. I can say that to you on the podcast.
I understand.
And it's not a problem because it means other things. It's still a bad thing to call somebody, but it has secondary meanings also, which is kind of the differentiating factor between what a slur is and what a word is. It's why like retard doesn't make sense to me, because retard has like a million different connotations that are just beyond a slur. It's a musical term. It's a term about fucking speed. I
wouldn't even go as far to talk a retard a slur. It's a derogatory phrase.
It's a derogatory phrase for sure. But like,
I wouldn't say
slur about
but hold on.
man.
But what I'm saying is the N word. There's no other
context other than N word. Yes,
there's no other use for the N word at all other than to be a slur. Which to me is like,
I agree.
That's what a slur is. That's what a slur is.
I don't
look, man. It's as simple as this. I don't care about any of that shit. I really don't. As far as the N word goes, I would say to any non-black person, use it at your own risk. It's as simple as that. I would recommend you
use
not
it at your own
do
risk
it.
is a perfect.
That is the best. Derek said it perfect. Like, look. And I've run into this so much, and I don't get it. I don't get why the white masses don't understand this. It's like basic math. If your friend who is black has no problem with you saying the N-word, that does not immediately mean that you can say, "Oh, my black friends, let me say it to some other black person." I don't know why this happens so often. I've seen it so many times, and I'm just like, dude, what do you do? Like, I want to help them, but I'm like, no, they have to learn.
They have
to learn. They have to learn. Like, you can't say this. They're like, oh yeah, and they go say it, and then a lot of people mess up the way they pronounce it. I can't believe they do, but somehow people mess up the way they pronounce that word, and they say the real version of it around a bunch of people you shouldn't say that to.
We were going to read this guy's question.
Oh yeah, what's up, dude?
We somehow got sidetracked. My slightly lower hanging left nut road, and he says, "New patron here. Why the fuck are the episode names different here than on YouTube? Other than that, happy to be here with the boys. Welcome.
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a very good question.
Actually.
I don't know the answer.
This is a very easy answer.
Derek just puts the sometimes you put the names, not all the times.
I rarely put the names.
I've
only done it recently.
And then sometimes you don't, and I'm like, I gotta name this shit something.
So to me, this is basically, because look, this is what. So I don't name the episodes until I'm just about to publish them. Is basically when I name them is when I'm making the thumbnails. Yeah. So basically, it's up to your discretion when Sween, when you post it to Patreon, it's up to your discretion. So I've always loved the idea of I want to see what you come up with. So like what you remember in the episode, you'll just and then I'm gonna go with my own thing. So
I was like,
it's objectively very confusing.
Randomly.
So here's the thing: it's
so
probably
it
very
need to be as long as there's a. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it's probably confusing from the audience perspective, but just know the number. The number is always the same. The number will never change.
Be confusing.
I got the numbers.
I personally love how clusterfucky that is. Like it's the names, depending on like where you're gonna watch it, is based on a different person's memory of that episode. I love that. Is exactly as chaotic as I want this to be,
bro.
That's why I never. It was literally, I think, only 2 or 3 times, like recently, I put a reference like, oh, it's probably gonna be about this.
Wait,
like,
Derek, did you upload episode 198?
What?
Oh, sorry, 191. My apologies.
We're still not there. What are you saying?
Sorry, 181. I'm having a moment. 181. Did you upload 181?
He's losing his fucking mind.
Yeah.
I'm having a moment right now. The sun. I'm sundowning right now, bro.
Did I upload 181? Everything is. I don't upload a Patreon or I
Bro,
upload. Wait, what?
I don't
What
even
happened?
remember this. I
happened?
swear. I named it Sniper Wolf needed to be sniped.
Oh yeah, you definitely did that. You definitely did
I
that.
cannot believe I uploaded that name because that's not.
did that?
It must have been late. It must have been late, and I was about to
Wait,
go to
is
bed.
that
and I was,
currently the name of that episode?
Sniper Wolf needed to be
It's
sniped
Patreon exclusive though.
That is
on
crazy.
Patreon. I must have been tired as fuck.
You know
'cause
what's
I would-
funny? I rarely see the names because I'm like, that's your domain. I had to go into Patreon for whatever reason. I don't remember what it was. And I did see that. I think maybe I had to upload an extra ammo or something. There was something happened where I had to upload one time. And I think I saw, and I was just like, oh, wow. And then I just let it ride, dude.
I would
Just let it
never
ride.
say that normally, would I?
That's pretty good. I mean, you wouldn't probably say it that obviously. You would be like, you'd do like an implied thing. But like you just like did the lazy gay cover, essentially what you did.
Just put out blunt words.
She did because that's an easy one. That's a layup. Oh, Sniper Wolf needs to be sniped. You know? That's excellent though.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
But yeah,
that's why.
there's your answer. So Sweeney does the Patreon. Sweeney is in charge. If you ever see any weird thing happening with the Patreon too, by the way, you know it's your boy. Just know that
Just
it's
blame me, yeah.
It's everything is Sweeney's fault.
Yeah.
This is a social experiment to see like how much can one person ruin a Patreon?
How much?
Like
How much blame can one person really take?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
We're waiting for him to be so overburdened by the stress that he just collapses inward
Yeah, he just,
and becomes a black hole.
that'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You just start seeing the while we're filming it happens, and then you
I
just
turn
start
into
seeing
an event
everything
horizon
pull
inside of
towards
this
him.
room. I just turned into an event horizon.
That'd be fucking amazing. I don't know if I'd believe that. I think
injection.
I would. Good.
Injection by Rise Against. Give me the cum. Give me a guy. Shoot a load up me inside.
What's that?
Fuck my hole. That's so stupid. That makes me so upset. But he wrote in. He says, "Hello, Hybrid Theory, Sufferer, and the Witness, and whatever the fuck Sweeney listens to. I know you guys have talked about hot takes, but what are your music hot takes specifically? I'll go first. I think the hair metal scene of the 80s is one of the worst things to happen to metal. I hate you all. Keep up the bad work. Thank you. Welcome aboard."
I gotta say, it's not
I mean, hair metal
necessarily
did
a hot
fuck
take.
up metal, but
It's
still
not really
good
a hot
music.
take. It's I think overwhelmingly people agree with that. I think I'm in the minority where there are some not like say I love Whitesnake. I think Whitesnake's fucking incredible. Motley Crue is not incredible, but I love their music. You know what I mean? But I would say most of them are like just stupid as fuck. I think it's. I mean, Pantera used to do it. I mean, and then they were like, "Oh wait, we don't want to be fucking retarded anymore. Let's go a different direction." You know, everybody
I don't
got
wanna be
infected
retarded
by it. So it's not really that hot. That's pretty good. That's. I agree with you, sir. We can have a hearty handshake, and I don't have to think you're stupid. Good stuff.
yes, I got a good one.
Go ahead.
I believe that the reason why hip hop music became the popular juggernaut it is now is because of white people.
What?
Is because of white people. It wasn't not the creation, but what the popularity that it's risen to at the point now is because of white people. And that is funneled right back into our society of black people becoming thugs and horrible people and criminals because that's what sells songs. So effectively, corporate America still absolutely has control over hip hop. And then technically by that, our culture, which is really fucking crazy.
The thing
Fucking
that's interesting
wild
about
take.
that, no, I mean it's actually.
not a wild take at
I
all,
think
actually.
it's pretty like spot on.
It's spot on. It's just wild that's how it's going on. That's
The only thing that I would push back on is that I feel like any type of hip hop could have really like when you look at say the fact that Vanilla Ice could be as big as he was, for example.
But you know why he was as big as he was, though.
But exactly my point. So like say when the big white execs started focusing on like gangster rap, right? Gangster rap.
Yeah.
It was more of a. It in my opinion, it didn't need to be that. It could have been anything. That is the only thing it seems like. Because I feel like
Vanilla Ice needs to be iced.
I think everybody agrees with that.
Should almost killed him. That's why he stopped making music. Should I almost murdered him?
Hey man, he should have stopped after he got that ninja rap thing. After that,
my
he
God.
should have
Go
left.
ninjas, go ninjas. I actually like that song, which is crazy.
I can't believe I didn't bring this up.
I like the chorus.
Well, I guess this is kind of related to this.
You ever seen a nigga get down?
There was a recent. Wasn't there like recently a breakthrough in the Tupac?
Oh yeah, somebody finally got arrested.
Somebody finally got arrested, and he's I don't know some dude, but he's
that's been around for a long time and giving interviews and shit. And they're like, oh, this nigga did it, I guess.
And P Diddy's really nervous. Let me tell you, P Diddy's mega.
I'm pretty sure Diddy has something to do with Biggie's death. I don't know about Pac. But it could be. It very be likely to. That wouldn't surprise me.
I would say for sure. There was an interview right before Biggie's.
P Diddy himself killed Tupac. He pushed him into a volcano.
That's nuts. That is nuts.
They fought on.
Why are they at Mordor?
They weren't
fought on Mount Doom, bro.
That was just like in fucking Linwood or something.
So stupid.
You know the volcano in Linwood?
Yeah,
my only disagreement is that Derek is that there's no way that could have been happened for backpack rap or like conscious rap. There's no way executives would have been able to put their teeth into those kind of artists because inherently those kind of artists are anti that kind of corporation. You know,
absolutely.
That
and
only
also,
that couldn't have happened. But gangsta rap was easy because gangsta rap people are idiots. Unfortunately, I hate to say that. I hate to tear them down.
No, you're right.
But they're stupid.
The beats, man. The beats are gangster rap had like easy to digest beats, which anything that's like kind of on the underground level just doesn't. This doesn't. Oh, let's check in on Chris. You there, true. Chris? I just want to make sure you're there.
Yeah. What do you mean?
You blacked out.
You blacked out. You sound a little bit robotic, but I'm sure obviously you'll come in fine for the local audio. So we just want to make sure you weren't dead.
That's so weird. I don't know what's going on. I gotta like restart my router or something.
What's going on? I'm fucker Carlson. But yeah, hot takes. Man, I don't. There's a lot. I feel like a lot of things in music are already everything's kind of like laid out the way it is. Like we know underground artists are underappreciated. We know like there's isn't a lot of hot takes in music, in my opinion. I feel like things kind of lie where they are. And so nothing's really coming off the top of my head that people would be like, the hell you say? You know, they'd be like, how dare you? I'm like, everything is, I don't know. I want, you know.
I don't have many hot takes. I will say, I do think a big reason why it took me a really long time to enjoy rap is because it's hard for me to enjoy music that I can't sing along to.
So you're not being able to say nigga has bothered you?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I was just like, well, I'm not even going to bother with this. No. Because like, why?
You're Puerto Rican, but if you say nigga and then someone approaches you and you say you're Puerto Rican, your life won't be the same as most people.
When you found out about fucking
you don't understand. I understand that, right? It's not a real thing. It's just something that I've thought of before. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe that is why. that does probably play into it.
Is Big Pun is he Puerto Rican too or no?
Puerto Rican. Pun both Pun and Joe are part black though.
Yeah.
They are both part black.
What part of Joe is black?
Fat Joe is like, I think his dad
left
is black.
kidney is mega black.
I think his dad is black. No cap. He's a blondie. He is a blondie. He had blonde hair, green eyes growing up. I remember seeing Joe, pictures of Fat Joe, because he lived in the Bronx by where I grew up. He went to Taft High School, same high school as my sister. There were pictures of him in the school with blonde hair, green eyes, and
That's disgusting.
Not kidding. He is part nigga. I don't know where that nigga part is. That's why he fights so hard for it. That's why he when you try to take it from him, he's like, I can't let you do this to me. I earned it.
Yeah. I don't know if I can't think of any music hot takes that I have really that aren't like really like I really do think any strong opinion that you would have on music is either so subjective. It's either like incredibly subjective that like nobody could really argue that it's not a take. You know what I mean? Like,
or it's so unanimous,
or just so unanimously understood that it's.
I have one.
Okay, here we go.
I have one, And
Are you wearing a Space Jam jersey?
I am not. No.
It looks kind of like it from.
I wish I had a.
It's a limited edition Space
Squad,
Jam 2. It's a Space Jam 2 jersry, and he bought it when Space Jam 2 was coming out. He was just
it was 30
God,
cents
I
at a
love it.
fucking thrift store. Or
Remember when Kingston watched Space Jam 2 and loved it?
I never loved it. It wasn't that
You
bad.
loved it. We had a whole episode
shit
about
was
this
awesome.
where you loved it.
That's
The
crazy.
corporate placing was fucking immaculate. It was LeBron James gave a stronger performance than any basketball game he's ever played. I remember that word for word. You saying that?
You guys are a bunch of fucking apes, bro. Bunch of fucking apes.
All right, what was your hot take?
So Sammy Hagar, who replaced what's his name, David Lee Roth or whatever the fuck, in Van Halen.
Yeah.
I think Sammy Hagar, not overall, but say there's that song fucking, I think it's just called like Dreams or I'm kind of blanking out right now.
It doesn't
But
matter.
it was on, I first heard it on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie at the very end. It's like the credits. It's fireworks and shit and it's playing. And I think that song is, with Van Halen, with Sammy Hagar is better than any of the shit that they, like I'm talking Panama, I'm talking fucking Hot for Teacher. Those are good songs and shit, but I just feel like Sammy Hagar just fucking absolutely killed it. And all you do is hear people that love Van Halen. They grew up obviously in the other direction. And so they hated Sammy Hagar when he came in. They're like, oh, this shit's gay. But I'm like, yo, I think that song in particular is like the best thing that Van Halen has ever fucking written by miles. By fucking miles. And Van Halen fans would probably be really upset at me saying that. But I feel like most people would probably agree with me on just a poppy level, like listening to this song versus their other shit that's just not really for everybody. And so, yeah, controversial, kind of like how people used to say the same thing about Metallica. They're like, the Black Album is the best thing they've ever had. And then Metallica fans are like, oh, they're looking puppets and shit, I'm like, shut the fuck
Master
up.
Republic's pulling the trains.
Pulling the train.
Master Republic pulling around trains. Master Republic clearing my drain. Master Republic eating my brains. Bastards. Bastards.
I like the idea of somebody singing that intensely, but he's
wrong.
He's like a guy who like in his basement he has like a model train set up. He's like one of those people.
On his knees,
train.
fucking all like on the verge of getting divorced and shit, and just spends all his time.
He spends all his time down there
trains.
souping up his trains, bro. His trains look His trains look like something that you would see in Fall of Cybertron. Like those are some nice trains he got down there. But his wife's vagina is dry.
That's one of my favorite.
Dry as a crumpet.
One of my favorite Norm Macdonald jokes is about there where it's like you heard about this guy who kept the bodies of several women and children dismembered in his basement. Wait until you hear what my strange Uncle Albert had in his basement: a fucking electric train. And it's
it's way worse.
Yeah, it's like I love that joke, but. I don't know, fucking. What the hell were you even talking about?
I definitely could see myself becoming a brick train guy if I want. If I like my life.
The hot takes, right? I think the closest thing I have to a hot take isn't even really a hot take, but like it's that I really was never on board with the idea that Linkin Park was like bad. I just kind of always genuinely liked them a lot. Like
I think their last two albums were not great, but I think they were great. They were experimental.
Yeah, I don't think they were great, but like the thing to me was like I never considered like Linkin Park a bad band. You know what I mean?
I grew out of them. I grew out of Linkin Park. You can say that definitely.
I don't think
they were
them.
bad.
I still listen to them. I actually, as a matter of fact, I did I did their albums from least to best or whatever on my channel because I was bored. And I still like their last album. I firmly believe, I really do, I genuinely believe this, that Chester killed himself because of the reception of the album. Because
Really?
Because Chester likes heavy music. He's always liked heavy music. As a matter of fact, he had a side project at the time with a Lamb of God guitarist. So they dropped a single.
That.
It was heavier. It was more probably what he wants to do. The Linkin Park went into this pop direction, which I know Chester's not really a fan of, but he's like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Mike Shinoda is the weird one. He's the guy that's like, I like stuff that people don't typically like. So when they had that experimental album, like 1,000 Suns, whatever, back in 2010, and people were like, what the fuck is this? Where's the electric guitars? He was like, oh, I love that shit. So with One More Light is way more up his alley. And it's just a pop album. It's completely pop. And I feel like people, the fans, being so fucking upset and just disappointed, like, what the fuck is this shit? Just drove him over the edge. I really believe that. That it was like, that was just like, fuck, I can't deal with this anymore. Because he's been battling for his whole life. And then that was just like, fuck this. I can't deal with this. Blah. And
yeah, maybe.
He was like, blah, 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 or something. And, but I will say, the Linkin Park, good. That album sucked dick. The one before actually went heavy, but it was lazy. I didn't. It was
I didn't
the
like
Hunting
the one
Party.
before the last
The Hunting Party
album.
was fucking lazy as fuck. Anyway,
Do you think it was listening to Twist before he? No, I'm not gonna. I like Chester. I
were you
Chester
gonna
too much.
say
I'm
something
not gonna. Nah, never mind.
okay, fair enough. I don't know what you're gonna say, but
I like Chester too much to make a joke about him right now. That's not cool. May he rest in peace. He made music that's very iconic for my life, and I always enjoy it. I just think I wasn't a teenager anymore. You know, like the music very different for me as a young teen. Then I grew out of it, and I was like, all right, I respect you for what you are. I don't think you're bad.
I think it still sounds great, to be honest.
See, this is the thing that I didn't listen to angsty new metal and all that stuff because of the angst. I really didn't absorb the lyrics. I just thought it's kind of like, say, when I'm listening to baby metal, right? Like, I don't understand what they're saying, but the melody's there. It's fucking, this is good music just overall. I love the patterns, love the melody. So I kind of treat music in the same way, where the lyrics can add to a song, obviously. Like, I definitely got into some political music and stuff when I was younger.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But
That's weird for me because the lyrics of music have always been like, the groove and the groove of music has always been very important to me.
Well, I get, especially
lyrics,
if you listen, if canonically you're like, I am a hip hop head, right? That is,
well, even before that,
that
even before I was hip hop,
is-
because before I was hip hop head, obviously I'm a black person, I'm a soul head, and I listen to like Hispanic music and stuff like that too, being Caribbean, and like so like it's always been the groove is first. How does the song make you move? That is the first thing always, and then it's what the song says is the second most important thing for me.
yeah, and that's kind of what I mean. Like, so when I be listening to Linkin Park, crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal, and you see all these kids that are like resonating with this shit, and I'm like, I'm fine, bro. Like, this does, I don't feel anything when I'm listening to this, but it sounds amazing. It sounds fucking incredible. I'm like, this is a great thing, and
it's about a lot of stuff with like Linkin Park to me, like, melodically is just really strong. Like, I think they like Breaking the Habit is amazing in my opinion.
Great
like
song.
just from a melodic standpoint, and just like
Very good song.
the way everything leads into each other. That music video is fucking killer too. But I don't know, man. I lyrics are important. It's why it's why I gravitated to a lot of punk specifically, because especially like a lot of like hardcore political punk, because it's like
Rise Against. That's why I was finna.
Rise Against is
like
primarily
fucking, like,
Rise Against is primarily lyrics for me. Like, I almost like their melodies are fine. Like, there's some melodies I think are great, but like overall, it's like, oh, this is
same thing with Rage. Same thing with Rage Against the
This
Machine
is
as
written
well.
really fucking well. Rage is more melody to me as well.
I think for like Rise Against and Rage,
don't like the
you
fuck
can tell
horses
that
and
they are
stuff?
also hip hop fans because of how much they put lyrics into their songs. You can tell like they
I guess,
care
yeah.
about, like, they like hip hop as well. That's why they say so much in their songs.
it's really there's the hardcore element of because hardcore is the genre of hardcore. The vibes and the message was more important than the music itself, because it was usually a lot of PMA, like positive mental attitude, and fighting racism, because obviously a lot of racists started getting into punk, and then the hardcore scene was like, get that shit out of here.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Racists are
you're at a
fucking-
punk show, like, talking about
racists
all
are
the
so
shit that punks talk
fucking-
about.
Bro, you know,
And
okay,
then
I went to
these skinheads are there, like, bumping, and you're
they're
like,
so
do you know where you're at?
It's crazy.
Do you know
Well,
where you're
I went to
where
so
you're at
this
right
is,
now?
This is not punk genre, right? This is new metal, whatever. Mushroom Head. They once did so they were being provocative, right? So they did a photo shoot, and they were in like Hugo Boss type of Nazi stuff, like so. And people were like, oh, you know, obviously they're just whatever. This is cute, and because of that, just because of that one photo shoot, I went to a Mushroom Head show in like 2005 or something, and there was like 100 skinheads there. I was like,
What's
they
really
don't
weird
like
is that
you. Go away.
What's really weird is that punk across the pond punk is very black. It's like very, very, very black people punk. Like British punk is very black. Super black. I don't know why.
Don't know what you mean by that.
I don't know what you're talking
Like it's like a lot of black people participate in the punk.
That's what you mean.
That
Like,
punk
yeah,
aesthetic over there. It's not so much as over here. Over here it exists. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as like big as over there. Over there they're like punks.
That makes sense. I mean, dude, that is the birth of punk. I get
really?
it, you know? Yeah, absolutely.
I know the birth of punk. I thought the birth of punk was over this side.
No. Like, you can say one of the earliest. Some people like to argue and say it was like the first like official punk band. Some people, there's a band called Death. They were these Motown heads. There's these black dudes that were doing like Motown. And so in the 70s, they started a punk band. So some people were saying, were these guys the first guys to do punk? But like the actual, like, when you think of the punk genre, the bands that put it on the map, it's just all just like with traditional heavy metal, like the British Invasion, man. The Brits were just killing it in
because it was like what, like
I
don't know what the Ramones were exactly, but like they were like really, really early, and they were
punk though. They're not punk music.
They were. They
really.
Yeah,
they're considered punk.
The Ramones, I would argue is like the earliest. The Ramones, I would argue, is like the earliest example of like the earliest example of pop punk is the Ramones. I think
They remind me of like garage band punk, you know, like. Well,
that's because we've heard it a lot.
That's true.
It's kind of the thing. The Ramones is like weirdly popular for how long they've been what was that, like the fucking 60s? How
80s,
old is the
dude.
fucking Ramones?
They're 80s, man.
Well, I think they blew up in the 80s, but I think they were probably like a lot of other punk bands that first started jamming in like the probably late 70s or something.
It says like some of the pioneers of punk rock. Yeah, never mind.
1976.
Ramones for sure. So like, here's the interesting thing. Like, so if you look at the band Death, I think they formed in the mid 70s. So I think technically they might yeah. So the thing is, the only thing that sucks about Death is that they're a fucking amazing band and nobody knows about them. I found out about them. I was getting my knuckles tattooed, and the guy that was tattooing my knuckles, my brother's friend, or not my brother, my friend's brother. He was like, "Hey man, you ever heard of Death?" And I'm like, "What, that fucking death metal band Death?" And he's like, "Nah, man." And then he told me about this in 2012, and it blew me a fucking away. There's these 3 niggas that were like, "We want to play heavy music," because they saw Alice Cooper. They saw Alice Cooper, and they were these Motown dudes. And they're like, we want to play heavier shit.
That is so cool.
And then their songs are good. Like I was like, these are good songs for being like one of the first like experimental bands. And nobody knows about them, but probably because their fucking name was Death, like geniuses. That's a very cool name to.
This is crazy.
Call your band Death.
It's crazy.
People are gonna really fuck with that.
The Ramones. This makes so much more sense to me now, but I didn't pay attention to it. The Ramones are from the same neighborhood as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They're from Forest Hills, Queens. Yeah, they're from Forest Hills, Queens. Just like awesome. Peter is. So that's why they were in the new all the new Spider-Man movies.
That doesn't make sense.
That makes
they're from the exact same town as him, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
That makes perfect
sense.
That
makes sense.
I honestly thought they used that song just because it's a great song.
It fit. No, they fit. They used 3 of them because all 3 of the movies they used Ramones music.
No, they don't. It was only a Blitzkrieg Bop in Homecoming.
And in what you call it, they were in Sedated and what you call it, in Far From Home.
Really? Come.
I don't remember Far From Home that well.
And then I think did they use it? There was too much bullshit happening in the third one for them to use Ramones to fit anywhere in it.
The 3 Ramones songs are because there's a lot of them obviously, but like the three ones that have carried are it's Blitzkrieg Bop, I Want to Be Sedated, and My Brain Is Hanging Upside Down. Those are the 3. Those are the 3 big Ramones. What do you mean?
What was
those
that
are the
last
most famous songs, definitely.
My Brain Is Hanging Upside Down. I don't know if that's the name of that song, but it's like nah, my brain is hanging upside down.
Are you forgetting Rockaway Beach, dude?
Oh shit,
yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, what are you talking about?
Absolutely.
That's another popular song.
Rockaway Beach is. I have not heard Rockaway Beach nearly as often as I've heard all those.
Really?
Rockaway
Yes,
is another.
really?
It's also popular though. What
I thought you were gonna say rock because like Rockaway. That's like there's Blitzkrieg Bop. I want to be molested, and then
It's not called that. It's not. It's fans, people, listeners. It's
20,
not
20,
called
24 hours a day. I want
I
to
wanna
be
be
molested.
that. Pull off my pants and bring me.
and finger my hole.
I want to be molested. Hurry, hurry, hurry! I'm about to fucking come. Hurry, hurry, hurry! I've got a fucking gun. Oh no! Oh no!
Come. Yeah.
Yeah, there's Pet Cemetery is there too. They've got some. They've got a lot.
They've got some. I am my friends were pretty big fans of Ramones, but I never see. My thing is, I heard too many other good bands before I heard Ramones, and
It's tragic.
I was like, "This is
it's a very Beatles type situation, honestly. Like with the Ramones,
yes,
where it's
exactly. Great point.
I personally like this might be really fucking. This might be a hot take. The Ramones are way better than the Beatles to me, but I think
100%.
I think, but like you know what I mean. That's a hot take for sure. But I do
a lot of people
understand.
would be upset about that.
But
yeah.
I do understand like where it's like if you listen to the Ramones now, it sounds like fairly quaint. I still think it's pretty catchy and like really like there's something like
It's
pleasant
catchy
about
and
it.
fun. Like,
But-
the radio station I listen to when I'm taking JoJo to work plays Ramones a lot, and I find myself singing along to it. But I get annoyed because I'm like, well, how about play some fucking Misfits then, dude? Like they just play. This radio station is so selective with the shit they play, where it's like, oh, cool, so you will play punk. Play anything else then, other than fucking Blitzkrieg Bop, because that's pretty much all they play.
Yeah, Blitzkrieg Bop is like the most overplayed one. Like I actually I think it's a great one, but it's also like that's probably the one that I listen to the least, honestly.
Right.
It's just I've heard it too many times.
My favorite
But-
is the KKK Took My Baby Away. It's a great song. It's the KKK took my baby away. They took her away from me. And I'm just thinking like, and I was like, okay, when they're writing that song, are they talking about his girl? Or are they talking about a literal baby? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
It's
It's
either
like
or.
you know. I like thinking about Bruce Springsteen, where he's singing like, "Hey little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and did he?
And I'm like,
Stop,
uh-oh.
dude.
Did he go and leave you all alone? Oh,
Yo.
I had a bad desire." These are real lyrics. by Bruce Springsteen.
That's
By the way.
not cool, man.
It's crazy, man.
There's
Open
some
up the door,
crazy
kid. I know.
lyrics.
Open up the door, kid. I can smell you in there.
That really is what that song is. It's like I smell you, young person. I smell you. I'll get you.
What's
It's
Kid
Could
Rock?
you imagine hearing that? Like you're about to go outside and you hear somebody sniffing your door. Like I smell. Like you hear somebody audibly sniffing your door.
Like a dog when they're at the fucking threshold.
It's me, Bruce Springsteen. And you can somehow hear that he has an erection. You can somehow hear it.
You can hear his erection.
And he's banging on your door. He's hitting your door. He's hitting your front door, and it sounds like he's hitting your back door too. That's how heavily he's slamming at your door. Every single door in your house is shuddering because of how hard he's slamming on the door.
He is knocking on he's knocking on every single door in your house, even the ones inside. And it's a very scary. Bruce Springsteen's a fucking scary
Well,
creature, man.
then your dad gets back and it stops. He's like, "Hey, honey, Dad, Bruce Springsteen was in the house. I can see he was sniffing. He was sniffing all the bottoms of the doors, and he was clawing at the doors. Look, there's teeth marks in the door, Dad."
There's teeth marks in the door. He bit the door. How the fuck?
He was biting his way through the door.
He bit a flat surface. That is insane.
He
Yeah,
learned how
guys,
to bend his teeth a little bit. He bent his teeth
guys,
out a little bit, and then bit your door.
Ew, that's so vivid. I used to have a dream. I had this dream once where like I was able to like close my teeth to the point where like they would almost like so these. Let's say you're gonna have to watch the video for this to understand what I'm saying here. But like let's say these are your teeth, right?
Yeah. Okay. This is weird.
Right. I had a dream where like I had this dream at least 3 times where I could close my mouth like this, but then my teeth would go like that.
Fucking
So
weird.
the tops of my the top and bottom of my teeth would touch because my teeth would be like soft. It was just like, oh man, this is gross. This is really fucking disturbing. Then I would wake up scared. Anyway, thanks for the question.
I'm glad I turned off my dreams, man. I'm so glad I turned those
you just
motherfuckers
turned
off. Those
them
shits are
off.
scary.
Chris never got through the zipper hand job behind a dingy diner at night from a mean goth girl that told him to clean himself. Wrote in. He wrote in. He said, "Hello, every shade of brown." I don't know. Not the name.
I don't know.
That sounds like something that could have happened to me, but also like I don't think I don't remember it. So, hello, every shade of brown. First time patron here that has yet to have his existence acknowledged, aside from occasionally making you both laugh with my gay names. Not much of a question, but tis the spooky season, so I thought I'd burden you lot with this. Relatively recently, scientists have discovered a massive ocean underneath Earth's crust, complete with its own ecosystem. How do you feel about that? Let me look this up.
I don't care.
So that's where the mole people are.
That's where the locusts are.
Yeah, damn, they're here.
They're here. They're swimming in their dumb underground ocean. Under Earth.
It's a retarded lagoon. What do we do, Dom?
Is this real though? Like, what the fuck is this?
Marcus, I'm fucking dead.
Hey, Marcus, I'm fucking dead, fool.
I'm a ghost, Marcus. What are you doing?
I'm fucking dead, fool. Muerto, fool. Leave me alone, man.
Está muerta, bro. I love the idea.
Soy muerto, fool. Go away, man. Afuera, man.
Dom, I need you to scare my
Yo
son.
Yo soy la muerta. Yo soy la muerte, man.
Out of here,
dead,
fool.
man. I'm dead.
Got away.
Where's my wife? Oh, the fuck is my hyena, fool?
Where's my? Did you forget, Tom? Did you forget what happened?
What happened, fool? I was sleeping for a little bit, man. I drove.
He
I
doesn't
remember I
sound
drove
like this
that.
at all. He doesn't sound like this.
I
even
fell asleep
slightly.
at the
I
wheel.
remember I drove that carro into that explosion, fool, and what happened after?
I got a little sleepy, and I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
don't worry,
I got a little
fool.
sleepy, eh? I really
Don't worry, fool. We back
can you
at it.
imagine-
Let's go find me novia.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if he wasn't trying to die? He actually was just trying to, like,
He actually fell asleep at the wheel.
No. He was just like I have an idea. If I drive this thing through the thing, then it'll like open up a path for us, and then we can escape.
Yeah.
Then he just drove into a gas station and exploded.
You didn't know. Yeah.
Where's my esposa, fool? Come on, let's go. Where's she at?
Dom doesn't sound like that at all. It's so crazy.
Dom,
But
he needs like
Dom,
ethereal,
your wife
like
is
like
dead.
in Translucent, he doesn't know what happened. Dom,
Where's my esposa, man? I miss her, Maria. ¿Dónde vas, Maria?
Why can't they grab anything, fool? What's going on? Yeah,
It's getting really hard to
you're a
eat
ghost,
freaking
Dom.
chicharron without not being able to touch them. That's crazy, man. I hope that elotero has invisible elotero, or else I'll be hungry, man. I'm gonna stop.
You want to
I'm
tell him what's
sorry.
going on, Cole? Tell him, Cole. You dead, nigga. You fucking dead.
I'm pretty much half Mexican now, so I should probably stop.
You're
He
dead.
screams in his face.
He's always screams in his dude, man. I love Gears of War, man.
I
that
love
is so-
Coltrane. I love
So great.
Coltrane because he's such a fucking creature.
Honestly,
He's
so obnoxious.
looking back at that game, just from even just from a character standpoint, like what a good group of guys. Like honestly, like sincerely, like what a genuinely fun like cast
They were
of
dudes.
characters. Aside
They
from
were
Kim,
dudes, man.
outside of Kim, but
Fair
he died
enough.
pretty quick. But
Yeah, fair enough.
Woo!
Just fucking so fucking huge, man.
Yo, I
wanna
love
be
how they're
Coltrane
all
now.
huge, and then there's Cole.
Yeah, it
He's
lets you know
just
that they're not.
disgustingly
They're
big,
medium.
dude.
They're medium.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking,
in universe, Marcus Phoenix is McLovin, basically. Like he is like the McLovin of that. He is the McLovin of that universe. Like he is just so scrawny. Like everybody looks at Marcus, and he's like, "Look at fucking Pipsqueak." You know, like what a
I'm
fucking
so
lame-
hungry.
I'm so fun. I haven't eaten in days.
Well, no, the pipsqueaks are the Carmines. The Carmines are the pipsqueaks.
Well, no,
they're
that's
like
literally,
children.
but that's so funny too because they're beefy too. Like I just
Although
love the fact
Carmines
that
are
everybody,
bigger than most bodybuilders still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're still
But they're
fucking
tiny.
massive people. I love it.
And then
I
I can't lift my backpack, Dom. Oh fuck!
What do the locusts eat? Because they're jacked too, man. I'm like,
the
they're
locusts are
underground.
just
eat
wide,
dirt.
bro.
They-
They eat
you know, they-
rocks.
they-
They eat
they
rocks
sit-
and piss.
They hack into the fucking plumbing. They just hack into people's plumbing, and like every time some fucking moron dumps fucking a full thing of protein down the sink and ruins their plumbing, they're on the other side sucking it.
Fucking sucking it up. Fucking groups of them.
And they obviously the gears they take massive shits. They're, fucking, they're like elephant dumps, dude.
Just their shits are in fact the spike grenades like they throw at you. Just a bunch of hoarded ones of those, so they just straddle and shit.
You know
I
those
hate it
videos
'cause
of people. You know the video of those people throwing. You know that monkey, that squishy monkey toy that people throw off like off of like really
And it
high
flattens?
buildings and
Yeah.
it flattens. That's when they take a shit. That's what it is. It's like this like big like, and then it just like it's like they have to have like a big like a spear almost to break it up just so it can go down. Just so it can go down the plumbing. Or no, it's because because that's the universe that they're in, and they all do that. Their toilets are just a big hole.
They're just huge.
That is so fucking.
It's always on the
disgusting.
bottom floor. There's never a second story toilet. It burrows deep into the ground. You could fall in. It's like a Mario pipe basically. There's no flushing because you don't need it because it just it simply falls all the way down like into a well.
What does it fall down to? Place.
The fucking locusts. That's why they're so mad. That's the
That's why they wanna take
whole
over,
reason.
'cause they just-
The whole
'cause they
reason
got
for the
shat
fucking
on so much. That's why they're
the whole-
angry.
the whole reason for what was it, E-Day, I think it's called in the game. The whole reason for
I think you're
Emergence
right.
Day, where all the locusts come up, is because they because the gears kept shitting on them literally, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
They had a you know what was it, the Thunderball or whatever that was called. They had their version of the
Thrash
Super Bowl.
ball.
Thrash ball. And you know, in the Super Bowl, it's the most time the toilets are ever flushed during the halftime. So they had their thrash ball halftime, and there's just shit everywhere. And they're like, that's it.
Just
that's
getting
fucking
drowned in
And
shit.
then they
put up
finally
with it.
came
We've
up.
put up with this for generations, and now we've had it. We've been sucking on protein for years, and now we're finally ready. They used to be so thin. Like if you could see like the locusts from 30 years ago, they had no.
You know the little ones? The little ones that run around and like jump around like the little
The
maulers?
wretches, yeah.
The wretches? They were all that size.
Yeah, that was
And
their-
all
Yeah.
the shit and piss and everything we dropped on them made them start venturing into bodybuilding, and now they're strong enough to kill us. Do you think you could kill? Do you
that's
think you could
great.
kill a wretch?
I think I could kill a wretch. I don't think I could kill a locust.
Well, fuck
I don't
me,
think-
I'd be
I don't-
if I saw
I
a
don't
locust,
think you
I'd be
kill a wretch,
so
Chris.
fucking terrified.
Because I don't think you
What?
kill a wretch. I think a wretch
That-
would scratch into you, and you'd be like, "Yo, he dug into me." He would
I think
swing his hand
I'll
at
put
you,
it this
and
way.
it would go straight through your bone. You'd be
I'll
like,
put it this way.
"Whoa."
I think I have a better chance against a wretch from
100%.
gears than I do against like a grunt from Halo. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah,
I would rather fight
you're
a
not being
wretch.
a grunt. You're not being a
Yeah,
grunt. That's
grunts.
insane.
Yeah, they're too fucking.
They're
they're stupid,
wide
man. They
and tall, technically really tall.
Yeah, they could also like pick. They could throw you like 8 football fields away. So probably not a great. Anyway, school
idea of
shootings
fighting
prove
a
white people
grunt-
are the best at AOE damage. Rodin, very timely.
Nice.
Harbingers
I know, right?
of my. Hello, harbingers of my happiness. In light of Maine, once again proving the name accurate, I ask you this: if you all could become a hybrid of If you all could become a hybrid of you and any alien race in fiction, what kind of monstrosity would you turn yourself into? Oh man, that's a hybrid. So it's me and another.
Oh, Kryptonian. The fuck?
I want to be an Elcor from fucking from Mass Effect. Those big niggas
The
that have
Krogan.
no emotions.
Yeah,
Saying-
it's
saying.
It's either
I
Satan or
have saying.
Kryptonian. Those are the two
Too
best
easy.
ones to be, man.
I know
sorry,
it's just
man.
it's my real answer. It's the one that because like I would rather not be a Kryptonian actually. Kryptonian I could give a fuck about that.
Saiyans
I
don't have
don't
any
about that
fucking
until
real
I
weakness.
fly you into space and I throw you out of sun. And then while I'm going there, I'm getting stronger, so it's harder for you to let go of me. Like while I'm flying you to the sun, it's getting harder for you to let me go. It's
I mean
insane
that's
idea of
fine.
that.
I don't need to be the strongest person ever. I just need to be super strong and like fighting like that, and also be able to like change my hair just by fucking being really bad. Like I think that's a really fucking cool thing.
White supremacist mode.
Aryan mode engaged.
now.
And he's like,
I'm Aryan.
I'm perfect white. And he's like, yeah, he is. He's our
I'm
new kid.
perfect.
Yeah, he is.
I'm perfect white. Oh,
You think
man.
that's what's gonna be like when the show finally ends? Like finally, it's never gonna be on. Like they just this whole time it was just working towards perfect white race like beauty and
That'd be insane.
and then
There's
it just
so much
ends.
other bullshit has gone on. There's so much other random shit has gone on than that.
Yeah.
The ending.
All right.
It's like, what?
19. All right, hold on. 19 inches of Venom's black cock wrote in.
nice.
Oof.
He goes, "Hey, McDickenstein, and Derek." He
kind
actually
of
wrote that
offended
down.
that
He
I
actually
didn't-
wrote the. Yeah, it's a little.
Oh, you
fucked
wrote
up that he
the.
left that. But he says, "Is it worse to be the first one naked at an orgy, or the last one naked? Have a good day."
First one.
Last one. That means you're a bitch.
Yeah, last
That
one means
means
you're
that,
a
like-
fucking pussy, but
Yeah.
first one means you're ready to get the ball rolling, you know?
You could be a hero. Like you can't. Don't take your clothes out too fast though, because then you're gonna seem like a freak. Being like, what the fuck wrong with this guy?
Can I ask you guys
But if
something?
you're yeah.
What's up?
Have you guys ever been even
orgy?
remotely close to an orgy?
No.
Me and my boy, we fucking
Me
ran
and my
train.
boy fucked each other, and that was
not
it. We fucked like for an hour and a half, and then that was it. He got chilled afterwards.
No,
I
I've
went to a
never been.
party-
I've just been rooms. People are
Right.
fucking. You know?
I've seen that before, but like not like
I went to a party once. I don't. It was like 2018, 2019,
Yeah.
and it was like a big house party. And I was like, all right. Well, I was like looking around for like a bathroom, and I opened a door, and there's some wild shit going on. And I was like, okay.
I think I remember you coming home and telling me about that. Me being like, "What?"
And you did like
Yeah.
a fucking flip into the pile,
like,
right?
What?
No. It was like it was not a very sightly.
Finger popping
I don't
some
know, man.
assholes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of dudes. In
A lot
fact,
of
only dudes.
I will say, dude, I once dropped off. So long story short, my friend's truck broke down after we played a show. This is in like 2006 or some shit. We dropped off some girls that came to the show. Didn't know any of them. I dropped off two in my own car. One of them was like, "Could you drop me off at this this hotel party?" I'm like, "I guess." I'm like, "All right, let me make sure this chick's not gonna get ravaged because let me make sure just everything's
Right,
cool
yeah.
inside the room before I drop her off." I go in and I'm laughing because it's just a sea of gay dudes, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." And they were fucking. Some of them were in the bathroom snorting something. They were fucking. Some shit was about to go down. I was like, I'm gonna get out of here.
They were crowning.
Bro, this one,
They were
this one
ground.
dude, no joke, he said this. "Where have you been all my life?" And I'm like, I gotta go. I was like, I'm about to get destroyed right now.
Nah, bro, you should have
But I
stayed
was
and accepted the challenge, bro.
Dude,
Something you could-
I would have been Swiss cheesed if I stayed there. That
You
would
could
have
have
been
fought
like,
him off, but you guys have to pin me down before you can do anything. And that's it. And they have to pin you. That's it.
see, the unfortunate thing about the stereotypical gay dudes that party like that, the culture is you're in immaculate shape.
Oh,
You
yeah, of
are
course.
Fucking, yeah, those people would
Best shape of your
run, they
life.
would run circles around
Most
me.
gay men in general, openly gay men are in amazing shape. And it's just like,
Yeah.
damn,
Every
dude.
gay
It's the
every
culture,
gay
man.
man, every gay man can beat Spider-Man. Easily.
I feel
without
not
even
could beat, but they would put Spider-Man through the ringer. Like Spider-Man
They-
would he'd be sitting down afterwards, like breathing heavy, if he had to fight three gay men at once. You're like, what the fuck?
I could
And why are they fighting? Is Spider-Man homophobic or are they
No.
just
he's
like,
not homophobic at all.
These
They're
gay
just
guys
trying to
just
aggress
happen
him.
to be criminals.
and they're just
You know what I mean?
villains?
That's
They're
Like all the
stealing
anti-gay
gay stuff.
like all the anti-gay politicians who are in the closet and are like doing corrupt shit under like those people. Although those people are probably easy. Well, those people are probably weak.
No, since they're not. They're not living out loud, so they're weak.
Yeah, they're not living out loud. So like,
we figured it out.
Yeah, 100%.
I was like, why is it so hard to get in shape? I don't understand. I got to go full blown gay.
Yeah, you're straight.
I have to do it, and then immediately
I have to become gay, but I'm scared.
You don't understand, wife. If I want to be strong, wife, then I have to be gay, wife.
So get out! I cast you out, wife. I cast you out, and you banish her from
She
that.
gone, wife.
Cool enough.
You open a portal and banish her. Take your things and leave, wife. I have several men on the way. Leave.
Yeah, several.
I love the idea of calling her wife. It's so fucking ridiculous.
His wife.
I don't know, man.
How fast do you think you can get? How fast do you think you can get penis if you sign up for Grindr? Like, how fast do you think you can get a date?
Quickly, immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be like
man.
5 minutes. It'd be like 5 minutes.
I'm a big dude, and a lot of gay guys like big guys. So
yeah, you can be like a bear. They say they like that's a genre.
Yeah,
yeah.
I would be a twink. Easy. I got
twink.
It. I got it set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or a twunk, as people have called me.
I was talking to JoJo about this, and I said it would be a fun experiment to do, but the problem is, since I turned myself into the gay cover guy, if I were to go on Grindr, I don't want that. There's nothing wrong with people actually thinking I'm gay. I don't give a shit. But at the same time, I don't really want people to be like, oh, the whole reason he was doing it is because he's actually gay. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to. It would ruin the joke if somebody caught me on Grindr or something.
You know what's really funny? Because I have a friend who he has a Grindr. He's not gay. He just he uses it because he gets matches from it constant, or like he gets like interests or like notifications from it all the time, and it boosts his confidence way more than Tinder does. Or like any of the other, and I thought about it. I was like, you know what? That's actually probably like he's genuinely like so happy, and I'm just like, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. That's kind of like that's probably a good.
I'm sure women do that on Tinder. They're like, oh, I have no intentions on fucking.
I bet that's all Tinder's
you.
for a lot of women. Yeah, but
yeah. That's actually I've never even thought about that. That is hilarious.
I can never. It's so easy to hate women. It's like the women do 85% of the letter work for me to hate them.
That really came out of that feels like that came out of nowhere, but like all right, bud.
Insane, bro, insane. That's why I'm happy I'm gay. I'm out of here.
I could never.
I'm happy I'm gay.
I don't know, man. I could never.
What?
I think I'm an orgy guy, man. I don't think I could do. I don't think I could do it.
That's just too much going on, man.
It's just too much. Like I need to focus. I need to focus.
I don't think my dick can stay hard. That's all. Like, if there's that many people in the room, I don't think I can stay like erected. I think it would be, and the other problem would be, like I'm not like, say when it comes to porn, if I'm in a room with dudes and I'm hearing them moaning and grunting, I am so supremely turned off. There's no way I could do it. They would have every guy. If there was other guys in that orgy, they would have to be radio silent.
Yeah, they would have to
be very biased.
Also, if I get cummed on by a dude, that's it. Someone's leaving. Someone's leaving Earth that day.
We're fighting for sure.
That's too much.
If someone comes on me, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you.
I don't know, but like I've had opportunities to have like threesomes before, and I've just never done it because it's just like
I bitched out too. Heavy.
Look at my friend. My friend told me about. And this is a lot of people are afraid of this experience. Whenever they have someone who they're like, say maybe significant other or someone they've been dating, and then they try to bring in another girl. What happens a lot of times? It's happened to my friend. The other girl got jealous. Fucking ran to the bathroom, kind of had a little bit of an episode, a little bit of a thing, and because it's just like, well, yeah, if you've gotten attached into this dude, now you see the dude that you like is now pleasing this other chick, and he's fucking loving it, and all of a sudden now she's like, what the fuck, and like, but that can happen in any scenario. It's like Sneeko being traumatized, right? It's just a thing that it's just a thing that like it's not smart. It's not a good thing to do.
It just seems so. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
The thing is this, right?
I want that off my. I want that has to be on the same level.
Right. I want that off my bucket list just to say I did it. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Every single opportunity that I've had, every single time I've had that opportunity, it's been just like, it's something about it's felt off, and I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. A lot of people are up for shit like that until it's present to them. I know plenty of people that are in open relationships it was open until one person revealed they were getting plenty of pussy. Or other was getting a bunch of dick, and it was like, oh, now it's not that fun anymore. Or it's like, it's just, that shit is just, I'm fine.
There's always been problems with that shit, right? Let me tell you, I was on a Tinder or whatever, one of those things, probably OkCupid, and I've always said, like, I'm sure I've mentioned this on the podcast before. I made a video about it. We were talking about like preferences and all this shit. Like, is it a big deal? Is it prejudice to have preferences or this or that? And my thing is, I said that growing up, I always liked redheads and Asians, specifically just because the first girl I ever had a crush on was Ginger. So that's kind of how I had that connection. And then there was watching a lot of Asian stuff, like when I was growing up, kind of got me an Asian. But the thing was, even as of now, I've never hooked up with I guess a half Asian chick I hooked up with, but like I never actually like full blown like hooked up with an Asian girl or a redheaded girl. And I was just saying, like, even though those were preferences, it never really fucking mattered to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of my thing. But my point being, there was a girl on one of those dating websites. I'm like, she was this redheaded chick, and I'm like, oh, cool. Like, let's finally, I'm going to do this, right? But she told me, oh, so I have this black boyfriend. We're in an open relationship, but he saw you, and he's threatened, and I can't like do. And I'm just like, what? Your open relationship is fucking bullshit. It's not open. It's always problems. It's always some dumb bullshit like that. Like, oh, there's these stipulations. He feels threatened. I'm like, nigga, why you feel threatened by me? What do you? I'm gonna steal her? I don't fucking want her.
I just want to fuck her.
Like, yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole fucking point. I'm gonna smash her and I'll never see her again.
Yeah.
The thing is, for me, like, preferences are fine, right? Everyone has preferences, no matter how much you don't want to admit it. Everyone has preferences. Everyone has a preference. You're lying.
Yeah, right. Big tits. That's it. Big tits gun.
But the thing,
big tits ray gun.
But
you like fucking
what
cannons,
what are you talking about? What is that? Where's this coming from?
Fucking all we gotta do is, man, dude, you have no idea how much I hack into your shit, bro. Like all I see is
that's such a. The idea of being realizing you have no fucking clue. You have no fucking clue how much of your porn I've watched.
You have no secrets from me.
I have watched so much of your porn, bro. You are so fucking stupid. It's been years.
It's just girls. I've been thinking about finally getting a new tattoo, and because of that, tattoo stuff's been showing up on my Instagram feed. But because I'm a man, the algorithm just does this automatically. It now just starts putting naked women that are getting tattooed, and I'm like, why are you doing this? I didn't ask for this. There was this chick with the biggest tits I've ever seen in my life, like getting tattooed, and like all the comments are just like, and I was just thinking, first thought, I was like, man, Chris Reagan would really love this woman.
What is that? It's tattoos, really. To be fair,
you're a tat person. You're into
tattoos. Are great. Tattoos are. I mean, it's the scene that I grew up. I mean, it's same with you though, right? Like, you grow up in listening to alternative music. You see a lot of people with tattoos, and you like the aesthetic. It looks good.
Yeah. No problem.
I agree. I like. I always, I feel. I don't want. Like I say, my wife. She's not like she likes a lot of alternative music, but she's not some tattooed up chick or whatever. But right. I don't want. This is one thing I don't want. I don't want this to happen. You know how some people are like, I would never be like, I wish you looked this way, because I don't. I'm like, I wouldn't have married her if she. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
I don't want people. This just happens though naturally. People start getting influence, and they'll slowly start kind of sliding into that shit. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna start wearing some darker clothes, or I'm gonna like some stuff like, and I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't do that without my. If you do it on your own, God bless.
Don't let me. But inform
I don't want to be that person where like it looks like I'm molding them now. Like,
I wish Lily was tall. If I could make her tall, I'd be fine with that. I'm sick that she's small.
Yeah, the thing with my like dating history is that there's no real. It to me, looking at like my dating history, it's so randomized. Like, there's no real
kind of all over the place.
Yeah, there's no real like if you really assessed the people, Like, there's really not that
Since I've known you,
similar.
it's
of a thread
pretty diverse.
Yeah. So like,
It's pretty diverse.
I don't know. If you're chill,
I mean, everybody
that's
has
cool.
everybody has a type. Like everybody has a type. It's just that the thing that when you cut off other groups, that's when it's weird.
Yeah, I've never
Everybody
been
has
like,
a preference, right?
I would never
Everybody
date.
has a preference, right? There's a
Yeah.
kind of girl. Everyone has a kind of girl they like, you know. But when
Right,
you're
right.
like I've always wanted to be able to date a very, very, very tall girl.
Why?
A nice, thick, tall woman, because that's just my dream, bro.
You just like tall.
I just like tall women. I just like tall, busty women, bro. That's just my dream. That's my porn. Tall girl.
I want to do
Tall
at
girl.
least. I want to do at least sleep with a tall woman, but that opportunity is never really
Like a really tall, like
like a
I slept with a girl that was
5'11", like 6
Yeah.
foot.
I went on a date, a couple of dates with a 6'1" girl, but we stopped talking because
I got like 5'8" once.
I saw it recently
that's
on
not
Facebook.
enough.
You ever check those the memory things on Facebook where it's a year ago you posted this and then it goes if you've posted on this day, it shows you every year since you've been on Facebook.
Yeah.
So like, it's one of those things. So I'll every once in a while. It's pretty much the only reason I go on Facebook, to be honest, just to like kind of see what is in my memory things. And there was some girl that I was like, who the fuck is this? And then I looked at her profile and I'm like, oh, it was that fucking giant. And that chick, like, we stopped talking because, like, there are some pussy ass liberals out there, man, that just, even at the conversation of talking about, because at the time, I was just having a conversation about guns. And I'm not even like a gun advocate. I'm the person that's like, guns, I like guns, but if literally the government's like, no more guns, I'm like, I don't give a shit. It does nothing to me. But it was one of those things that I've twice gotten into an argument with these bleeding heart liberals that were just couldn't talk like a fucking adult about the issues and how say, you know, and then so she got all hysterical and started crying, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then so I was like, I'm good on that. And then another girl, and I'm sure I said this on the podcast, that I got walked out on a date. First time ever. I was supposed to hang out with this girl. We are going to watch Twilight Zone on Netflix. It was 2011. I passed out after work. I was too tired. Let me make it up to you. Let's go to Cheesecake Factory. Kind of nice, you know, not too nice though. Which actually, I want to bring something up because there's a viral video.
Nice.
It's just a little bit above Red Lobster type of thing, but you know, but it's still kind of anyway. We got into this subject. We got into a few subjects, just like things like, hey, have you heard of the Bilderberg group, or like, you know, rich people meeting together to just discuss world policies and essentially fuck us all in the ass. And she was kind of like, oh, you sound like a conspiracy theorist. And I was like, I'm not saying anything that's this is just real shit. Like, you can see video footage of it. This is what they do. Like, why would they not do this? Like our boys do that just to go, hey, let's get our resources together and fuck strippers or drinking, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Absolutely,
it's like,
yeah.
except for
It's
they're
just a big
rich as
bachelor
fuck.
party.
Right. They're rich as fuck and they do dumb shit. Anyway, so same thing, gun stuff. She starts screaming at me and walks out, and I was like, dude, that's crazy. That's never happened
I
to
think
me.
I remember that.
To me, that
I
was
remember
like,
you telling me that. Yeah.
yeah.
Should have hit her.
That's insane.
See me, I'm slapping you. What the fuck are you
I
yelling
definitely would not mind.
You should have. You know, you should have done. You should have hopped on a glider, picked her up, and then brought her to the top of the Brooklyn Bridge and dropped her off.
That's great. You bitch, drop her.
Dumb broads. But yes. Oh, so dude, when I was in LA, it was just nothing but I lived in LA for a couple of years from like 09 to like 11 or something like that. And I was on a streak of just nothing but women that were towering over me. I didn't do, not one time did I try, and it was literally 5'9", 5'10", 5'10". And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
You're missing out, bro. I just want one, dude. One girl to look. I want my eye level to a girl's bosom one time, bro. Just one time. I'm out of the game now, and I'm happy where I am.
I have that constantly. That's my.
I'm out of the game now, and I'm happy where I am. I love my girlfriend.
See, that's your problem. You got out of the game way too early, son.
But like now, I'm just there's not
You gotta
women.
have a fake fight with her. Break up. fake breakup. You know, like you obviously still love her and everything, but you just pretend like, hey, I'm fucking.
So
I hate everything.
So I can go fuck a tall girl. Yeah, that's really great person I am. But
I mean, you ain't gotta tell her.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's so
JoJo,
crazy.
watch out. Literally watch that. Literally watch out, JoJo.
You better watch out, JoJo, because JoJo, she's going back to her home country for a week, so you gotta watch out,
Don't
bro.
say this. Don't even put it in the air. Don't say it. Don't even put that out there.
I'm gonna have you come over. I'm gonna have you fly over here. We're gonna set some shit up, all right?
Dude, you know how tall a girl has to be for me to be looking at her tits while just talking to her?
She's got to be like
That's like a
WNBA.
7'6" woman.
Yeah, she's got to be like what was that? Brittany Grinder, fucking whatever.
Oh my god, yeah.
Who's that?
Brittany Grinder. Oh, that. Well, she's in WNBA. Extremely tall. She got arrested in
Russia, right?
Yeah. And
She
look,
was
I gotta
11'6".
That's great.
I gotta say, I think all the transvestigator people are absolutely insane. Of course, these people are insane. They think all women that slightly have any type of like, jaw or muscles or dudes, like they're insane.
They are all guys though, for real.
I will say though, Brittany Griner is one of those where I'm just like,
Oh, man,
I
shut up.
understand.
Shut
No,
up.
I'll say I understand those freaks for this one. Brittany Griner is obviously a woman because it would have come in being in the WNBA. You're not gonna, and being in a Russian prison, they're not gonna keep that a secret, right? If you're like, they fooled us all. But like Brittany Griner is obviously a woman. But the thing is, I'm like, I understand why they would say that about her, just because she has a deeper voice.
If your brain
than
is that
most
addled by
men.
conspiracy theories, and you saw that, I guess it would. It wouldn't be the most absurd leap of logic.
Brittany's sounds like Michael Clark Duncan, essentially. Like that's how deep her voice is. It's deep. It's all like, okay, I kind of understand why some of those guys are like foaming at the mouth and shit. Why are they doing this? It's just a man.
Sweeney's gonna marry a 15'7".
That'd be fucking glorious,
15
man.
foot.
Just a
That's
large
crazy.
woman that like I want
think the
to
tallest
be
guy in the world is like
be with a girl that like I
something.
can step on the front of her shoes and you can do the thing that you do with little kids and they walk out with the little kids on your shoes. You hold their arms up.
Yeah.
I want to
be with a girl. I want to be with a girl that I can eat out while standing up. That's what I want.
There's a guy named Sultan Kosen who is 8'4".
Crazy.
There is an 8'4" guy.
All right, we gotta move. We gotta move forward.
That's just not even
yeah.
you. That's just lanky. That's just a fucking lanky creature. That's thin man. Instead of slender
I
man,
love
that's fucking
kneecap the
thin
shit out
guy.
of him.
That's thin guy.
Thin man. It's thin man. Shut the fuck
Dude,
up.
if he falls, he dies. That's too.
If he falls, when his head touches the concrete, it's gonna explode. You know his bone marrow weak as fuck too, so you know he's gonna fucking.
Let's do a lightning round.
Yeah, let's go.
Do a lightning round real quick. There's three
Gotcha.
more. Gay corn coming undone. He comes on my gums. Wrote in.
Nice.
Hello, you three BBC havers. Which famous person, celebrity, would you like to see fight a wild animal? I would give my entire life savings to see Steven Crowder fight a gorilla and watch that gorilla cave his chest back into its original position. That's a good joke. I thought it was just gonna be just a violent fantasy, but there was actually a punchline to it. I appreciate that. Shout out to and he also says shout out to Derek and Kaylee. Your song covers are amazing. Hope there's more to come. So
I'll tell you, yes, there is. There's one that I think we recorded before Creator Clash, and yeah, it's long story short, I accidentally deleted my video footage. Kaylee took forever to give me her music video footage. Took forever.
These
And
things
then when I
happen.
was ready to, so there's one coming down the pipeline. Yeah. Thank you.
Speaking of that, we got to do Terror Time. I'm ready.
I'm gonna have it in the drive today because I had to just give something to Meat Canyon.
Oh yeah, no.
And,
cool. Wait, really?
And yeah, so another long story short, we collabed years ago when I was dog shit, and so I hit him up now that I'm okay. I was like, hey, you want to do something that doesn't sound like shit, you know? And he was like, cool, yeah. So I've
That's
been,
awesome.
yeah. Finally, I just emailed it last night, so now I have time to do Terror Time because the other
Cool.
shit took forever. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I love FOV Sliders wrote in. He says, howdy partners. With the banger year for games and even movies this was, is there any media you're looking forward to next year? No. Not at all.
No.
I can't think of anything. This year is so stacked. Like even today, like Spider-Man I finished. I got Alan Wake 2 waiting in my living room right now. That's out. That's like getting like fucking 9s out of 10s and shit. This year's been insane. I still have to play Mario Wonder. I've heard that's great. Next year I just don't know. I'm not even paying attention to next year because this year's so stacked. And even if this year wasn't stacked, I would still have so many things that I haven't played from previous years that I'm just like they don't have to release any more games now from the end of time, honestly, and I would still have
I wish
so
they
much
would
to play.
kind of calm down. I really need to catch up. I really need some time to catch up. I need 2024 to just be barren, and then ramp back up for 2025.
2024 is going to be barren. There's going to be nothing coming out.
I mean, I'm so cool with that because unless there's gonna be some surprise bullshit like, oh, fucking Dark Souls 4, or some stupid bullshit. I'm like,
I know
will you
Elden Ring
stop
DLC. Elden Ring DLC comes out in January. Something comes out. I forgot what it was. It's something everybody's looking forward to. It comes out in January. I forgot what. Oh, Final Fantasy 7
Part 2.
Part 2.
Oh,
which is gonna
right.
be dope as shit.
I haven't even finished the first one. God damn it.
I haven't even touched it, man. I don't have time. I don't have time to play a Final Fantasy game right now. No, that's not true because I played
Baldur's Gate like 3 times, bro.
But that's because it was so compelling, but see, that really got me behind on a lot of shit I was doing.
True.
Like
Dude, this whole year has been that for me. It's just like there's so much shit. I was like, dude, I have so many things.
I haven't played Dead Space yet.
Right. Yeah, I didn't play that one either.
Already.
Dead Space is fucking awesome. And Dead
Haven't
Space
done
is really
Separate Ways
digestible
yet.
too. That's like 10 hours.
Haven't done Separate Ways yet of Resident Evil 4. I'm at the very end of Baldur's Gate now. I just beat Gortash, and I'm at the point where everybody meets at the church. I'm at the very end of the game now. But
Jesus, just fucking beat it already.
Every
God
encounter
damn.
is so hard now. Like, people die quick on my teams. They focus on people. They're like, oh, get the ranger, and they blow him up a lot.
I don't. That's one thing I don't like is how like the AI just knows shit that it shouldn't know.
They focus on because he has evasion and all the bullshit. So just everyone attacks him, and I'm like, dang, he's the key to the game. He's the one that runs around and does fuck shit for me. But they gangbang him. So
he's gangbang him. Well, I mean, you fucking yeah. I can't think of anything next year. I can't think.
Final Fantasy.
I haven't. There's too much shit that I still
beginning
need to
of
catch
next
up on.
year too, which is crazy.
I can't do it.
Christmas passes, then 2 weeks later, Final Fantasy comes out. So
I ain't fucking with that, so it don't matter to me. I'm gonna play Baldur's Gate again.
And then last one, Bing Chi Ling wrote in. He says,
Nice.
hello, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. Have you guys ever thought about filming a music video for your gay parodies? I think y'all would look good in drag. Keep up the good work.
Drag. It just has to be drag.
That'd definitely be funny
drag.
as fuck.
Yeah.
I think first of all, I think I'd look great in drag. But yes,
Probably.
I don't know. I think
I think I would kill
we
it
would all have
drag,
to be in the
actually.
same. We would all have to be in the same place.
Yeah.
for that to
Hey,
happen.
well, I'm definitely coming back next year. It's just a matter of what time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if all goes well, it'll be April, May. I want to be out of the desert before it gets hot as shit again.
Yeah.
And so it shouldn't be a problem. It's just more of getting the right place. Talking to a couple of people. We might get a house or we're just getting an apartment. It really just depends on what.
Right. All right. Well, that's that.
Woo!
You know what's crazy? I haven't even finished Tears of the Kingdom yet either.
Me
Oh,
neither.
I mean, play that.
Yeah, me
shit,
neither.
man.
I don't know,
I'm
man.
close to it,
At
man.
a certain point, I haven't
it's
finished
a-
Elden
it's-
Ring still. So
That's crazy too.
whatever.
And Tears is a fun fucking game. It's that like as soon as Tears came out, Street Fighter 6 came out, and I played that game so much that I got
skipped
good at it.
I love Street Fighter and I skipped it.
You're missing out on a good one, man.
I know. It's just
This is
one of those
actually a
things.
good
Like
one, man.
too much shit. Like, I have to prioritize my games. I'm like, I can wait for more characters to come out. I'll wait and I'll pick it
That's
up later.
true.
Yeah, that was my
know what's
argument.
genuinely
it is
crazy?
the smarter way to go, to be honest.
MK11 is nowhere near as good as Street Fighter 6.
Oh, MK1, you mean?
MK1, it's nowhere near as good. I
understand
played
that.
it and I was like,
just-
this is a good game, but 6 has
I
just
just,
done so much things better.
Mortal Kombat is just a part of like my life. It's almost like Halo to you guys, like, or
Understand.
like
Well, to me, yeah.
to you,
Certainly.
yeah. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not gonna not play it. I'm gonna fucking get it immediately.
For sure.
And yeah,
I definitely sat down for 2.5 hours and watched the whole story. The Mortal Kombat stories are just so fucking stupid.
They're
so
fucking
silly. You gotta watch
fun,
them.
man.
I love how
They're
this
fun.
one turned into Armageddon technically, and I was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?
It got
Why is this Armageddon?"
It got all the way. Yeah, it pretty much. I just love that somehow. Not a spoiler because obviously Kenshi is blind. He's a blind motherfucker. He's gonna be blind. But the way he got blind, it didn't just kill him. You got size that are like this long, and then they just get inserted into your head, and that somehow does not impale your brain. It's such a
Mortal Kombat, man.
It's so stupid.
Motherfuckers get X-rayed, kicked in the fucking back of the head, stomped 45 times, and then shot in the dick, and he gets back up and he keeps fighting you, and it's like, this is stupid.
Yeah, it's
right?
pretty.
This is stupid. Am I the only one that thinks it's fucking dumb?
I think everybody knows. Every Mortal Kombat fan knows how stupid this is, and that's kind of like why we like it.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's read the names.
All right.
Count me down.
3, 2, 1. Walter.
Ye who welds nutsacks. The newest Snark Tank patron member, some guy GG, incel turned trans femme, Alexander the Gay, a spooky cowboy Spotify playlist, The Wicked Way, sucking down a crisp diet cock. I mean a diet cock. I mean diet cock. I mean diet cock. I'm the Man with the Cock by Allison Gaze.
Allison Gaze.
I just popped a whole garbanzo bean. Fuck you mean? John busting Big Nuts Guido the Fourth. I listened to every episode of the Snark Tank podcast, and all I got was this lousy dick. Fucking Discord link is down. Rapgade. So stupid. There ain't no rest for the homos. Come don't grow on trees. We've got men to fuck. We've got dicks to suck. Obama and the drone-stricken singles in your area. Listening to Sweeney makes me consider racism. Baller of the first sin. There goes my homo. Watch him as she blows. Gape with aid of the machine. 2 episodes remaining. Be afraid. Homo, here he comes. Watch out, boy. He fill your guts. Homo, here he comes. It's a man's penis.
That's fucking ridiculous.
That's so good, actually.
Homo, he comes. Watch out, he's got a big penis.
No, specifically,
he comes.
Man eater, like phonetically, and as like from like rhyming man eater with like man's penis in the context of that song works so well. It's a man's penis. Oh, here it comes. Jolly old dipshit, Johnny Silvercock, Cyphergraph, Ball Twister Machine. If you like penis alada and getting cock in the rain, if you're not into yo girl and you love anal pain, Gayhemian Rhapsody, Mama just drilled a man. Gayhemian Rhapsody. Just drilled a man, put my cock inside his head, pulled my wiener, now he's fed.
now he's
crazy.
fed.
That's good.
That's Nutter Butters, bro.
I think I might want to do that, man, because that's like...
I see a little
line.
gay inside that phone. Galileo, he is gay, gay, gay.
He is gay.
Magnificat. Don't you think you can fuck me and come in my eyes? No, baby.
So stupid.
Adrian, I'm squirting. Get a glass. I want to see it. Sweeney lick my weenie. The enormous GAY does Miles Morales. What? The enormous gay. Does Miles Morales have a favorite terrain advantage when climbing a chain link fence? So
damn. He didn't climb it faster than Peter can. That's crazy. Could you imagine? He's able to climb faster than Peter can, and they just don't know, and they don't really talks about it really. They're just like,
the half-gay troglodyte that's in Chris's closet. Help. Back the tank of cum. Caucasian container. The Cracker Barrel for gays. Tinfoil tyrant. Learning voodoo magic to keep Dianne Feinstein in office. Putting blackface on my light bulbs. Penis man. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I forgot about that porn star. Penis man. I started
Penis man.
I stared too long into Sweeney's eyes and Derek's eyes, and it made me gay. Sweeney swallowed my peenie. BC sings. Weren't you the one who tried to fuck my intestines? You think I'd bend over? You think I'd something? She pipkin on my pippa. Possums better at skating. Listening to you. Breathe but gay. Give me your dick and you'll come inside to my asshole, won't you? Whatever. I'm just saying a bunch of random shit at this point. My heart is strong, but my hate is stronger. Average clit energy. Great God. Yakub greeting his Caucasian creations. They should make pedos wear GoPros in prison so you can see what happens to them. I think that would be neat. Star Coffee on Twitch, bitch. Mama JF martyred in an IDF airstrike. Been blowing lots of guys living in a gay man's paradise, taking dongs of every size in a gay man's paradise. Transfem Gremlin, exposing people with lactose intolerance to 90 million radians of ionizing radiation. Yush, not Vinpen, the Angelic DM, my Anaconda don't want unless you've got nuts, hun. Craig the Canadian, Slipknot, Wait and Bleed. I felt the gay rise up in me, kneel down and suck my penis clean. I wander out to find some seed. It's your boy Shawnee D. Here's a fun game you can play. Go to a club, count all the white women, and try to guess how many will still be alive in 24 hours. Holy shit. Oh my God. Whoa, dude. Fucking relax. School shootings prove white people are the best at AoE damage. Ben and Jerry's Funky Monkey. Dracula Flow got that got that Pinocchio dick. Tell my bitch I'm faithful and fuck her like I meant it. 3X, that's still such a wild. That might be the most wild thing I've ever heard in my life. 3XO buying Raycons in 2020 and them shocking my ear and ceasing function after the warranty expired. Slurp and stroke and smoke and joke and emoticons going like this. Morning Owlet. Keith David. Drip MH. Return of the Drip. Dracula Flow. Call my ops. Garfield the cat the way I make him lick my balls. Obi won't you blow me, dox me, stalk me, my friend, stalk me again, rape me, Nirvana sung by Jax Films, a pizza guy accidentally at Chris Hansen's house, gay peace, fucking police, coming hard as I thrust and pound, Avi, injection by Rise Against, give me the cum, give me a guy, shoot a load up me inside, fuck my hole, so disrespectful, such a good song, Twinks and Bears of Every Day, what? Twinks and Bears of Every Day, wouldn't you like to see... What? Twinks and Bears of every day. Wouldn't you like to see something gay? Come in us and you will see. This our town of Homoween.
Homoween?
That's crazy.
This is Homoween.
This is Homoween. Everybody come. Everybody come.
Homoween.
First of all, I love The Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's a fucking fantastic movie, man.
Jack rises out of a fountain of cum. Like in the intro to Jack, he rises. It's just out of a viscous
the boogeyman's full of cum, dude. He's full of cum.
That Nightmare Revisited album where it was just like a bunch of... It was that soundtrack, the soundtrack of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Bunch of rockers.
Bunch of alternative guys.
Yeah.
Some of that was pretty bad.
Some of it. 80% of that shit was horrible, and like there was like 3 solid songs.
I think Amy Lee from Evanescence nailed Sally's
song, right? Yeah.
I think Making Christmas by Rise Against was really fun because it's just like, what the fuck are these people doing this? This is weird. It's weird for them. And there was like one other one that I thought was pretty good, but like most of it was like, yeah.
Wasn't Manson on that?
Marilyn Manson was on that. I don't remember what the fuck. What song
I think he did. I think This Is Halloween. Yeah, and it sucked.
I think he just sucked his own dick.
It sucked dick. Then he sucked his own dick.
Classic movie.
Then he busted in his own eyes. Fucking crazy.
Wage
Came in his own eyes.
I feel gay. Fuck you. The Papini Brothers Emporium
and
of realistic Cammy and Chun-Li thigh-shaped neck pillows. Self-tightening sold separately. Donk Donkerson. Do you see Banana Man lying over on his white hot ass? Here he comes with come for me. I don't know. You got to pay the troll's toll to get in the boy's hole. Nice. Gade 6. I Christopher Raymond Gunther am an ethnic dyslexic.
What does that mean?
I think he's trying to trip me.
Yeah. Dyslexic.
Yeah.
Dick lexic.
Kill me or release me, parasite, but do not waste my time with full penetration gay butt sex. Thin Lizzy has a song called Black Boys on the Corner, and you should check it out. I don't know. That sounds scary. I suck my cock in her pussy and blow her away. I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know, man. I'm just reading. What's in front of me. Boy, big scream boy, a mean lesbian. I'm high on 12 Jason Bournes, looking to beat the cum out of a thick, fresh oak. John Strickland. Give me a second. I need to make sure I'm not straight. My friends are in the men's room getting ran through like the nickel plate. I don't know. Mercs 1889. I don't want no sponsorabilities, so I wrap my pickle before I tuck it in her Tommy. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
That's a Rugrats pun, but like Jesus Christ,
that's insane.
I don't want no responsibilities. I don't know one.
Responsibilities, whatever. Okay, the First Church of Keith David. Donald Summerby like looking for some butt stuff, baby, this evening. Women who can't speak give the best head.
Stuff.
Then mouths got to be good for something. Pre-Roz, Blake 896. I don't think you understand the cultural significance of my dick, man. Fuck off. Getting suspended from school for mispronouncing the one African country. Trish from accounting. Oh, welcome, Trish. Alaskan oilfield trash. Texas tater salad. Sweeney and Fauci tag team. Mama JF for science. I drank her piss out of another man's balls. Remember the ITN Sin is a Trojan horse. Sue Hulk tickle my ass hairs. Nikki Ziggy. Chris Marcus again. Cole lost his trash ball and is taking your autographed one since he said his name is on it. I have returned after my 8-month depressive episode. I am once again manic and no longer care about financial responsibility.
Let's go.
Emoticons going like this. Ramirez, Last Compton, Make It Count. Jackson DuPont, Badly Brave, Hugger Derek, Duck Cunt, Goliath Voice. I've been denied everything, even my cum. Aetherian, Nigerian Hunter. Melphis won the angriest crowd back from Texas. Just ignore the news, please. And rounding out our list as always is the beautiful, the illustrious, the cum-worthy King of Haphazard. God bless.
Ramirez, why am I a gargoyle?
Ramirez, I'm gonna eat a fucking gun today.
Ramirez, I'm arbiter.
Why are we as statues on a fucking building? Ramirez, what's happening?
A bird shadowed me, Ramirez.
Ramirez, like the fucking Call of Duty guy becomes a gargoyle. What's going on? I can't. All right, we gotta fucking go. I'm delirious right now.
Bye.
Bye.